Well, hey Stampin' friends, Darlene with Darlene Stamps. This is going to be a little different only because I think once in a while it's nice to kind of see face to face, even though I can't see your face. Today we're going to do something called Step It Up. And it takes basically a design or a stamp set that you have and takes it up one notch, then takes it up a second notch. So we won't use this exact stamp set, but I'm going to show you, and also kind of a love it, chop it kind of thing with designer paper, so stay tuned.
All right, so a couple things. I'll be kind of quick, but I wanted to show you the half sheets of grid paper. I use the big ones, and I try to have a clean one for a show, and so I will flip it. But it's a lot of space, and I normally don't use it. So these came out, and I thought they were ever so wonderful because I only need this spot. So my pretty desk. But what I want to show is the step up, and so this is using this is what I call I have a video on this. It's love it and chop it. Love it, yeah, love it, chop it. And this is the designer series paper, and because out of a 12 by 12 you can get 6 pieces, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. And so all those get done, and any extra pieces get in here as well. So I keep this, and then I always keep on the front little pieces so I know what's in there, and then also the name of the series paper and the colors. So what I did was I took and I did just the base, which is the Grapefruit Grove, because that pulls out from here. And so this is just a basic nice card. Well, then let's step it up one more degree. Now we add a little bow and then our border and a layer underneath. Okay, so then we have that one. Then step it up one more. Now we have I pulled the Poppy Parade out of here, put the layer down, popped up this, put some of the greenery and a ribbon and some things. So you see it's the same style, but I've added different elements to it. And then this one is taking green, which normally I would have had the Grapefruit Grove to meet this, so it's all continuum, but to kind of make that pop, and then I used little candy dots to accent that. And this is double raised, so that's double stacking your dimensions. So anyhow, that is the step up process. So what I want to show is a little version where I've taken all my pieces, so I'm ready to assemble. And so I have my designer paper. I always cut out the little pieces on the inside, so those are used. And I have my bases. And I'm going to be right back because I have all the pieces and I'm just going to assemble away. Be right back. Okay, so now on to some other alternates. Just again, I want to be able to use designer series paper, what I have in my stash, and I want to be able to use these wonderful sentiments that came from the COVID-19 Sharing Sunshine, came from Stampin' Up, and Jesse's really, really neat sentiments. Again, using the background, very simple, just die cut those. This was using the sentiments. I think all of these, other than 2, are, but see how I just used the background and used some contrast colors. And this one was probably my all-time favorite. But the designer series papers is your, wouldn't say your focal point, because this is your focal, but the color just blends so nicely. Then this one is using a layer on this with the thank you, and I popped that up. This one is real simple, so it's white for the background, but it just takes the piece that was 4 by 5 1/4, cut it in half. Now I have 2 cards I can make from that one cut. So again, just using designer series paper, one cut and then several pieces. So that one, and then this one is, just like I said, very similar to the background, just a different middle. I added some greenery, and on here, see if you can see, I creased like the little part of the leaf. Oh, the veining. Oh, goodness gracious, the veining. Then this one's just very plain, and I used a different type of fold on that, but I'm utilizing the pieces. Very, very simple. But because of the designer series paper, it makes it very beneficial for that. So there's very quickly, very easily using your DSP. Here's just a quick tip on cleaning your gunky scissors. It's probably not going to be a whole 2-minute tip, but I have a couple of different kinds of scissors. And I've got my snips. These I use for fussy cutting. This one's okay, but this one is great. This one's starting to get a little sticky. I need to clean it, but it's good for ribbons. And then I have this one, which is my gunky glue kind of scissors. And I just cleaned this side and I stopped before I got the other side because I wanted to show you the gunk that comes off of glue. So when you have scissors, if you specify, and I have these, I'm going to put a new ribbon on this one, but I'm going to get these kept for anything I cut with glue because it gets real gunky. But I want to show you a little tip. I use essential oil. Lemon has a lot of benefits, but it degunk, if that's a good word, the scissors, and no harmful smells. Actually smells very lovely, but gets all the glue off. So that is my little tip. And this is the lemon one, but lemon does that. I get that for my extra, looks like I have an extra on the other part that I didn't get. Anyhow, so if you have scissors for your crafting, one of the frustrating parts, I have scissors that are for sewing, and they are only for sewing material, for cutting material or so forth. Anyhow, there you go. But when it comes to paper, I just wanted to show the different kind. This is a project on my desk right now, and I'm using the basket weave embossing for my layer. This is a project tutorial. I cannot show it yet, so that's why I'm covering it, but this is the layout. So I'm starting to get used to sketches and how they work, but I really, really love, and I'm going to pop this up, and I'll just show you while I'm doing that. So this is on my glue. This is my, you've seen me use this, but I use double-sided tape for my dimensions, just for economy purposes. And a couple of die sets, but I really love Lemon Lime Twist and Highland Heather. So anyhow, that's kind of my tip for your scissors, and kind of I'm starting to get into layouts, sketches. So this project tutorial has a sketch, and that's how I got this design. So anyhow, that's where inspiration comes from. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.